T.J. Hawkinson is a ceiling play. I don't really like him, but Danny Amendola had a pretty nice game the last time this team played, and I have him as a floor play.
Yeah, you can see, like I said, Stafford is going to be a top 10 quarterback in fantasy this week, which means the receiving core, like you said, Amendola included, are going to have good games. I'm not I'm not big on the tight end. Rookie tight ends struggle every year. It's an anomaly like guys like Evan Ingram had a good year. I think Jimmy Graham had a good year. It's rare that guys have good years as rookies from tight ends. So um, I don't like T.J. Hawkinson. I have Danny Downs as a foreplay because even though it's like Detroit probably win this game and you still got to factor in the garbage buckets. And I feel like getting the ball out in space to Saquon, that's probably the best bet not to run it because I know Snacks was on the injury report this week and it got a lot of guys banged up. So I feel like if they throw the ball in the flat, I mean, who can stay with Saquon as linebacker? Nobody. So
Yeah, I completely agree. I definitely have Danny Dimes as a floor play because they're going to have to pass this game to try to keep up.
definitely.
All right, Tampa Bay at Tennessee. This might be I don't know, man. This could definitely be a snooze fest for me. -2.5 to Tennessee at home, over under 45.5. Um, I Godwin's and Evans, and I like Corey Davis this week with Tannehill throwing the ball to him. Other than that, I like Winston and Tannehill as floor plays, and I have Humphreys as a floor play too, and that Jarvis Landry role, trying to capitalize that with Tannehill. Everyone else is a ceiling play. Derrick Henry is a ceiling play this week against this Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense.
And this is where we have to disagree. I think Derrick Henry will be a floor play, and here's why. They still gonna want to run the ball. Like I said, it's a Patriots guy, Mike Vrabel. And I don't think he's gonna be efficient at all. He's not gonna be efficient. No, like he's gonna have like 25 carries, 75 yards. That's not good. But he still can find his way into the end zone, and that right there just gonna be just a safe day for Derrick Henry and Tampa Bay. They want to stop the run, but I think it can be dangerous because Tannehill is a quarterback who will take off and run. So in the pass game, so it's kind of like you have to stay on your toes a little bit. And I mean, I think Derrick Henry is going to be fine. I'm not saying play him right away. I don't think that because Tampa Bay has been amazing against running backs this year. And they've been so sorry against receivers, like you said. I'm all in for Corey Davis and AJ Brown, even Adam Humphries. I had Tannehill, like you said, a foreplay because Tampa Bay can't stop anything passing the ball. So give me the Titans offense in the game. I don't think it'll be a snooze fest. I think it's actually going to be a pretty high scoring game. Tennessee hasn't allowed 20 points yet this season, and I'm forced to play James Winston in one of my leagues, in the Dynasty League. I had to play him because Jimmy G. We'll talk about him later. I can't play him, and Dak's on the bye, so I'm forced to play Winston. So I'm hoping Godwin and Evans can do something because I had both of them as locks because they don't two guys they got. So
Yeah, I just see if Tennessee gets behind in this game, I feel like Derrick Henry, like he's going to get the volume. I absolutely agree with that. But I feel like if they're behind in this game, he's going to get like 16 to 18 carries to like for like 40 to 60 yards.
it's possible, but it's like how much do we expect Tampa Bay off a bye on the road, to come into Tennessee? Tennessee, I don't think has any major injuries or anything like that. So, you still getting a full load, got in rhythm team, even though Tampa Bay they had 2 weeks to prepare. So we'll see. If there
I
was at
just
home,
don't
if there was the other way around, I'll pick Tampa Bay.
I just don't think Godwin's and Evans can be stopped.
No, definitely not. No, especially not against no Malcolm Butler and Adoree Jackson. That's not that's not the guys to be scared of.
Exactly. I just don't see it. And the next game we got Los Angeles Chargers at the Chicago Bears,
It's gonna be a
minus
snooze
three and a
fest.
half to the Bears, over under 41. So you sent me a picture of what you have for this game, and we basically have the same thing. Austin Eckler's a lock. Ceiling is everyone else, but I have David Montgomery as a floor play because these Chargers cannot stop the run, and
Nah, they
Chicago
can't.
needs to get back to their ways. They need to start running the ball if they want to try, because it's very possible that there's 3 teams from the NFC North that can make the playoffs.
Yeah, this is what you call a get right game for Chicago Bears. We talk about the next matchup, another get right game. But for this game, they have to run the ball. Throwing the ball, like I said on the podcast this week, throwing the ball with Mitch Trubisky 54 times is that's not winning
You're
football.
gonna
So
no, it's not. You're
you're
gonna
gonna
lose.
lose. So you have two good running backs, Cohen and Montgomery. I don't understand why there's not being more involved. Montgomery had like -1 fantasy points last week or something. They fumbled and came out the game. Had like I think they had 7 carries total as a group, and that's not the way. And what's funny is Nagy when he became the offensive coordinator, that's when you saw Kareem Hunt be a star. So you would think the Chief system over here in Chicago would be the same as that thing, and we haven't seen that.
Yeah, because I besides Allen Robinson, no one is able to get open.
Nah.
Trey Burton isn't what they thought he was going to be, and yeah. Besides Allen Robinson, like who you going to pass it to? I guess Taylor Gabriel had those 3 touchdowns that one game. Anthony Miller, he hasn't really done anything. It's just hard for this. There's not really enough talent on this team, including Trubisky himself, to really get this offense going. So you had to ride it on Montgomery.
Yeah, that's fact, and that's why I drafted him in the 14 team league. I was like, it's a deep league. Give me somebody who's going to run the ball, and they got rid of Jordan Howard, and he's playing better than all the running backs combined. So, so that's kind of bad. That's kind of bad.
Yeah, I benched Allen Robinson in our money league this week, and I do have David Montgomery starting. I had to put in Ty Johnson, and I got Marvin Jones.
Yeah, appreciate for taking my boy Ty Johnson after I lost Carry on. I appreciate it. I lost by like $2. Um,
I
um,
knew I had to. I
what's funny was I put like 25 at first, and I was like, Ty Johnson ain't that good for me to keep him. Like he might be okay for some games, but I'm not going to spend all my money when I have
Matt
when
Patricia,
I mean I
that
understand, but it's
Patriot
like
system plug and play.
but I'm thinking like man they might go committee. I was like let me just bring it down just a little bit, and of course I brought it down too much.
Falcons,
Hey,
J.D. McKissick. Nah, if they're running the ball, it's going to be Ty Johnson.
come
When
on,
he had
hey
when that,
McKissick, Deion Lewis, James White. What's the difference? What's the difference?
Tom Brady.
That's fair. Can't say nothing about that.
All right, let's get to the next game, man. I'm tired of talking about this one. So the Seattle Seahawks at the Atlanta Falcons over under 52. I'm pretty sure that's the highest on the week. -7 to Seattle. So they have the Seattle Seahawks destroying this team, and I completely agree. Um, especially if Matt Ryan doesn't play. I like Devontae Freeman as a floor play. And then I have Austin Hooper as a lock. If Matt Ryan does play, I have Julio as a lock. Because I don't see
Yeah.
Matt Schaub. Matt Schaub loved Hooper when he was in the game.
Yeah, so that's why I have this, and I think with or without Matt Ryan, I think Austin Hooper is a lock. I think so far this
Absolutely,
year
absolutely.
he
No
has been
matter
the
what.
best Falcon period on the team. Locks I have Russ, Lockett, and Carson.
Carson. Yep,
Um,
absolutely.
floor play I have DK as a floor because Atlanta can't stop anything. DK is one of the best red zone threat target wise receivers in the league. So touchdowns got to come at some point.
Yeah.
And he's the best deep threat on the team. So if a team can't stop receivers and you focus on Russ Lockett, Lockett and Carson, DK gonna hit you with one. I just think I don't think nobody can stop him. He's a man child against his Atlanta secondary. And I'm right there with you. I have Julio as a floor. I have Julio and really as floors without Ryan. Without Ryan and with Matt Ryan, I move Julio to the lock line. I keep really on the floor regardless because no Sanu is no more. So I think really going to be safe as far as target value.
See, I actually have Ridley as a ceiling play either way for me. Well, if Matt Ryan is there, I'll put him as a floor. But without Matt Ryan, I have him as a ceiling play. The floor play for me on the Falcons is Devontae Freeman. If Matt Ryan is not there, they're gonna try to run the ball. Like
They're
there's
going to
no
try.
fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. But Devontae Freeman, before he got ejected from that last game, I mean, these past few weeks he's been looking a little bit more explosive. Without Edo Smith there, who else are you gonna go to?
That is fair. Seattle gives up like 22 points a game for the running backs, and there's only one running back. I mean, I'll probably say Freeman can get to 12 to 13 easily. Like he can. Too much
Absolutely.
volume. Yeah.
And then what do you? I guess besides Ridley going into that Sanu position now, our boy Justin Hardy, man, I have him as a ceiling play. We'll see.
Well,
We'll see
yeah.
with the increased volume, see how he does.
Hey,
But he's a lot shiftier than Sanu is. But I don't know what it is, man.
Shout out to my boy East Carolina, Justin Hardy. You know what I'm saying? My boy. It's ECU homecoming this weekend, so why not? Justin Hardy should go off in this game.
Oh, you going out to Greenville?
Hey, I might pull up one day.
You
I
going to the
might pull
rec?
up
Go
on him.
shoot some
Hey,
hoops?
I
Rec
might
on.
pull up on
Nah,
him.
you gotta go on Saturday if you want to play hoops. Okay.
Right, yeah, exactly. But the job calls me in, so I got to do some other things. But anyway, Hardy. I've also heard Russell Gage. So we're gonna see who wins that receiver 3 battle. I don't know. Especially with Matt Shaw, but I think Matt Ryan does play.
Yeah, and then the only other person that we could maybe talk about since the Falcons do suck, is Jerron Brown or possibly David Moore. Jerron Brown's definitely been getting more play, but I guess if you want like a deep sleeper, you got one of them deep leagues. You can always capitalize on the Falcons unless you think Wilson is just going to pass these guys.
Yeah, I'm all I know Russ is probably very very expensive on DraftKings. Haven't set my lineups yet. But tier lineups, if I can get my hands on Russ, definitely will.
Oh, absolutely, running the ball, passing the ball. Russ is to play this week. All right, the New York Jets at the Jacksonville Jaguars, -6.5 to Jacksonville, over under 41. DJ Chark is a lock. DJ Chark is about to go off this game. Without DD Westbrook most likely there, I know Leonard. I have Leonard Fournette actually as a floor play against this Jets defense because the Jets have to stop the run if they want to win this game. And yeah, I just like DJ Chark a lot, man. This week, if he's the only one catching the ball, Minshew's going to force it to him all game long.
Right. If Westbrook decided to play, because he was kind of banged up last week and he still over 100 yards last week. So if he does play, I can still see. That's why I have both of them as a floor, because they'll take away from the other. But it's only two options, so in my opinion. So, but I do have Bell and Fournette as locks. Both teams are not good against the run, or against running backs in general. And Fournette is always going to he's always going to have the floor, but I think this year he's on another level, and it's back to where he's the guy. And with the ability to throw the ball at any point, because that's the difference between having Bortles and a guy like Minshew / I guess Nick Foles, is that you have someone who can actually pass the ball, so you're not stacking the box, because Minshew will burn you because I have Chark and I have Westbrook. So if Westbrook doesn't play, I think it does hit Chark and Fournette a little bit, just because the more options, the better flow you have in this game. But this is a tricky game for me. I don't think Jets are good, but who knows? I actually playing their defense in the league because I got another option. So I'm playing them. So I think it'll be low scoring, as over under predicts 41. Jet side, I don't like. I mean, I put Robbie down as a ceiling possible floor, but you don't get that much confidence after you watch them play the Patriots.
Yeah, I have Jameson Crowder as a floor play. He's going to have one of those games where he catches at least 8 balls. And then I also have Darnold as a floor play because they're going to have to try to pass against this team if they want to try to win. Even and in that I have Le'Veon Bell as a lock in this game, but everyone else, yeah, those are ceiling plays. I'm really not touching anyone else, and I really don't want to play Darnold that much. But if you're really desperate and you want like a safer play, Darnold's going to have to pass the ball.
I'm right with you. Let's move on.
All right, so the Philadelphia Eagles at the Buffalo Bills, minus over under 43.5, -1.5 to Buffalo. Man, I know you're gonna say Josh Allen is to play this week, man, but I am so scared to play Josh Allen. I just
But
feel
why
like
though?
just because the Eagles are so good at stopping the run, and if they are able to get Josh Allen and they're able to make Josh Allen make mistakes, which he could easily do against this Philadelphia team, it could go for a bad day. And it's just I have him as a lock in this game just because like I like Josh Allen so much, but I'm just afraid he's going to make some mistakes this game.
I'll tell you this: this is a 7-week sample. They haven't had a bye yet. It's been one game a quarterback has not had 10 points against them, and that was Luke Falk. So, my bad. A top 10 finish. That's what I meant to say. There's only been one game that Eagles has stopped the quarterback from not getting a top 10 finish, and that's against Luke Falk. So, I'm gonna stay with Josh Allen. I don't think they can stop him with his leg ability, and then
Yeah.
him having a deep threat in John Brown, who once again he got 4 catches and 50 yards again. He's safe. This Eagles secondary cannot stop anybody. So I like the combination of Josh Allen and John Brown as a lock together. I think you can bank on them throw a connection at least one time for a touchdown. Um, but even they stop the run, which I think both teams will stop the run. It's hard to really go anybody in this game. It's really a game I want to stay away from because Buffalo Bills has been top 10 against the pass and I think the top 11 against the run. So it's not going to be a lot of points scored on his board. And Carson Wentz had to beat Houdini out here, to make things happen. And without Deshaun Jackson or without a perimeter deep threat, he's not the same quarterback as he is with that. So Ertz, I don't see a big game. I don't see a big game for Jeffrey. I have them as floors just because the volume. But I don't expect a lot from either side outside of John Brown. As far as skill positions, as the only guy I really trust.
Yeah, I have Wentz and Ertz as floor plays because, like you said, both teams are going to stop the run, so Wentz is going to have the pass this game. I have everyone else as a ceiling play. I have John Brown as a lock, of course. I just I with Tre'Davious White most likely on Alshon, and like they can double cover Alshon. They don't have anyone else
Right.
besides Ertz, who I have as a floor play. It's just I don't know, man. Like you said, I'm trying to shy away from this game, and that's why I say I really don't like Josh Allen because it can go so bad so fast for both of
Yeah,
these
but
teams.
he's starting my league. He won my league because
Oh, he started. Oh, if I got him, I'm starting him this week, man. I got to. I got to. Like you said, he has that slate foreplay with that running ability.
yeah.
All right, so the next game we got the Cincinnati Bengals at the Los Angeles Rams was
I don't know.
technically a London
Yeah, I
game.
don't know who's home. That is
Yeah,
pitch
yeah,
pick right
yeah.
now.
It's technically the Rams. I don't even know. Over under 48, 12.5 points to the Rams. Uh, so I'm gonna wrap this up in 10 seconds. Locks the whole Rams offense,
Yep.
ceiling the
Oh,
whole
Bengals.
Bengals
That's
floor
exactly what I.
play,
Hey,
floor play. Tyler Boyd. That's it.
I wrote the exact same thing down. But this is what I put. I said same thing you got with the boy as a floor. I put Rams offense dot 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 not Gurley.
See, I'm
I
the other
think
way
this.
around.
I think this might be a Darrell Henderson coming out party because they don't need Todd Gurley in this game. Like this is to me. I would run like when we play a good matchup. When we play 49ers, we play Seattle. Gurley is getting 20 plus carries. When we play Cincinnati, like I'm not wasting my time. I'm not letting him waste energy. Keep him fresh. For another game. So I think Henderson. I think I texted you this. I went to the Rams and Falcons game. I texted you. I think I said like Henderson is so special. Like his ability to make people miss. Like I'm not saying it's Dalvin Cook-esque, but it's close to it. And he's so explosive. And sometimes you just can't hide that talent. And if he breaks out like he was drafted in the third round for, I mean, I could very well see this be a committee. And it's kind of like you pay Todd Gurley a lot, but he gets nothing. So it's kind of like balance out. So you know,
And what have
loosey
you
goosey
always
math a little bit. Loosey goosey
what
math.
what
But
what what have you always said, man? You gotta follow the money.
yeah,
This is
you gotta follow the money. You gotta follow it.
Thi-
Yeah.
this this is one of those games where the Rams can do anything, and I think like Todd Gurley really hasn't gotten into a groove this season, and I think this is finally the game where they're going to get Todd Gurley in groove. But you can definitely be right. Darrell Henderson definitely looked great last week, and well, especially without Malcolm Brown there, he is the primary backup, and they have been given that one set to that backup running back. So if he goes off with it, it can definitely be a Darrell Henderson game. I gotta believe in Todd Gurley, man.
Hey, you know what's funny? Cincinnati is about to look so bad against receivers coming up because they was top three. They was
Cup Woods and look,
yeah,
the whole offense is a
yeah.
lot. It does not matter.
But they was top three against receivers last week, and I told you last week that it's going to show up. Westbrook and Chark both had great games, and now it's another matchup when they can't stop receivers, and they I bet next week they're going to be a top 10 team that can't stop receivers. They went from 3 to like like 15 in 1 week, so they're gonna climb the charts again. Because Jared Goff, I'm all in. I'm all in Jared Goff this week. I'm putting him like I'm probably gonna go. I probably if he has a bad game, I'm going to lose all my money.
Oh
That's
yeah,
what it's come down to.
I completely understand. In our dynasty league, it was a little tough for me. I had to choose between Matthew Stafford and Jared Goff, but I went Matthew
Whew,
Stafford.
must be nice. Must be nice.
Hey, I played Rudy this week without Amari Cooper, so and I lost on Johnson, so
Whew, yeah.
it's been a rough year for me, man. All right, so the next game, the Arizona Cardinals at the New Orleans Saints, 10.5 to New Orleans over under 48. Cardinals don't cover.
Yeah, Cardinals getting blown out. They went 3-0 in the last 3 games versus sorry teams. Teddy or Drew Brees, I don't think it matters. I put for my in this game, I put locks. I still think Kyler Murray's a lock. He had a bad game last week, but that's because Chase Edmonds couldn't be stopped by nobody. Lock Kyler Murray and Michael Thomas, and I put Brees/Teddy. Probably. I mean, it's the scheme's gonna work for Brees even if he's healthy enough to play. I kind of put Floor, Kamara/Murray together just because I think even because he been practicing the week but it's limited, and if he play, um, I still think they're going to use Murray a lot. I don't think I think they're going to.
It's going to be more of that
Yeah,
split like it was with
yeah,
Mark Ingram.
right. So and as what Murray did last week, we both was wrong about that. He, I mean, obviously, we thought Bear defense was better than what they are, but they're not. So against Card defense, I'm not scared of it. And if you have that 1-2 punch, even if Kamara is like 80%, I'm all in.
Yeah, absolutely. I have Kamara as a lock if he does play, because like what Christian McCaffrey did to this Cardinals defense, I feel like, um, or anyways, so yeah, and I have Michael Thomas as a lock too. I have Teddy as a floor play. If Drew Brees is there, I'll probably put Drew Brees as a lock. And then I actually have Kyler Murray as a floor play. I feel like they're going to go back to Chase Edmonds, especially if David Johnson doesn't play. I have Edmonds as a floor play as well. Larry Fitzgerald as a floor play because I feel like Christian Kirk may not play again. And then the ceiling play is the Arizona offense, the New Orleans pass catchers, everyone else. Like there's these teams are so I can't even think of the word, but they're very condensed. They don't really pass a lot to other people or play a lot
Yeah,
of,
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's true.
especially if their team's hurt.
Yeah, I need Kirk. If Kirk can come back, I think that makes better for Larry Fitzgerald. But because he hasn't been giving me anything, him on Tyler Boyd, I'm like in the last matchup, like I've been struggling because I got those two and I got David Montgomery. Like this has been has been a struggle. But Larry Fitzgerald, his touchdowns have to come at some point. He get at least 5 catches a game. You got to think maybe in the red zone they can look his way more, but they haven't done it yet. So
All right, awesome. So we got the next game, right?
this game, yeah.
The Denver Broncos at the Indianapolis Colts. Over under 42.5, minus 5.5 to the Colts. Um, I feel like this is definitely going to be a slow, drag 'em out game. I have the Denver running back unit as a whole as a lock, and
Yep.
then I have Marlon Mack as a lock. Marlon Mack he's going to have 25 carries this game.
I got Marlon Mack as a floor play. It just I feel like I mean it's so some games it's like the Colts can go either way. It's rare that I mean to me it seems like either they all run or they like mostly all pass like Jacoby was going off last week, and then you have weeks where Matt go crazy. Jacoby will still be good, but it's just solid, but and vice versa. So I really don't know. The Broncos have been up and down this year, so I don't know what I'm going to get from them as far as defensively. Um, but I'm not scared to say that Mac not is not can be a lock. I just put him and Jacoby as floors just for that. You know, I know they're both going to do this. Now, whoever goes up, that's just dependent on the game flow.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. The Colts have won their last 8 home games. I don't see how the Colts lose this game, and they're going to do it on the back of Marlon Mack. I do have Brissett and Hilton as floor plays. I really do not like anyone else, man. This is going to be a slow, drag 'em out game. Both teams are going to try to run the ball.
Hey, I told you all year Flacco can't support two receivers, and they shipped out Sanders because of
Yep,
so
and now he got Cortland Sutton's all by himself. And when the games is not Sutton, don't sleep on Deshaun Hamilton. He went off last year when Sanders was out.
yeah. Something I thought about was like how we talked about the Redskins earlier, and with how as bad as Keenan has been for your fantasy teams, if you have Peterson and you have McLaurin and all them, you want Keenan man over Haskins, right?
Absolutely.
Drew Lock comes off IR soon. Are we? Do you think we'll be in a situation where we're like, dang, I need Flacco back for Sutton. Dang, I need him back for Lindsey and Freeman. You know what I'm saying? Like
You think when Locke comes off, he's going to start over Flacco?
they go call for it. If Lock is healthy and the fan, Flacco has a bad game. I'm not saying like maybe like now,
Yeah. So yeah, maybe not
not
right now.
now,
Yeah,
but when you need something the most, like fantasy playoff time, or for
he might
everybody
come
to
in.
leave,
You're right.
it might and it might be bad. So it's kind of like, do I want to sell Sutton, especially without it's with trading Sanders away? Yes, Sanders might Flacco can't support two receivers, but having those two options, even though you like Hamilton like that, even having those two options, you got to pick your poison. You know what I mean? And can Hamilton emerge? That's what something we're gonna see. But if
No,
Joe Flacco get
absolutely not.
but if Joe Flacco ends up getting benched, and I'm not gonna trust Locke to carry him out, to carry Sutton, to carry Lindsey, and carry Freeman. That just that's just something I don't want to
Yeah,
see happen.
I completely agree. And in this game, I do have Cortland Sutton as a lock. Just because there's no one else to pass to, really. I mean,
Yeah,
Deshaun Hamilton is there. But like you said, he can't support two wide receivers. And if you got to take one, you might as well make him a lock.
now that's fair. That's fair.
All right. And we got the Oakland Raiders at the Houston Texans, -6.5 to the home team, Texans. 51.5 over under. This is going to be a crazy game, man. D Hop is going to go off this game for me. With no
Will Fuller's
Fuller.
out. Oh yes. Hey, what's
Yep.
funny? I was like, man, I should go D Hop. I was like, Will Fuller. Da-da-da. Will Fuller out. Yes, I'm going D Hop. Obviously I'm not wishing injury on guys, but that made me more safe. Kenny Stills can be a factor in this game as well. Oakland traded their corner away, who's not good, but was their best corner for them, to the Houston Texans. So which is another reason why Tyrell Williams, who the Saints should be
He's a lot.
playing,
He's a
he's
lot.
going off. So
Yeah.
it's like both ways going off.
Him
Gruden
and
knows.
Waller are locks.
Yeah. If you don't remember, when John Gruden coached the Raiders, they went to the Bucks and played in the Super Bowl when he whooped the mess out of them because he knew their tendencies. He know Conley tendencies. If I can find out who Conley's going to guard, like obviously if he goes against Williams, touchdown. If he goes against that's it. Never mind. They don't have like us.
I mean, that's fair. That's really fair. That's
I mean,
really
my
fair.
boy Zay, it's homecoming weekend. Come on, come on.
I mean, we've seen it before. Hey man,
Yeah, I
we
know, I
really don't
know.
know what it is.
Yeah,
And then
but Waller,
Darren Waller, absolutely, he's
I don't,
been looking like a beast.
I don't feel man, I gave him to you. Like I told you in the dynasty, I was like, man, hey, go just draft Waller. He down there, just draft Waller. I should just,
I had to. I literally had
hey,
to.
yeah, nobody else. Hey, for some reason he was still on the board. I was like, hey, keep Waller. But I thought I was pretty good with the. Nah, I should have. I
Who
should have
knows,
took it
man?
myself.
Who knows, man?
But he's been looking good. Derek Carr is gonna have a good game. It's crazy. It's like, who does he have? Outside of Terrell Williams Waller, but I think that's gonna be enough against this Houston defense.
Yep.
They want to stop the run, so I put Jacobs as a floor because I feel like they're gonna be just like last week. They tried to make it a habit to start Mac, and they got burned by Jacoby Brissett. So I think they could be the same way. And now that Terrell Williams back, having Derek Carr in the lineup, throwing a little lineup real quick and see if he can get you to stack him with Tyrell, him with Waller, and you can find yourself having a big payday because if he did what Jacoby did last week, I mean that's a lot of money because you can spend it somewhere else.
Yeah, absolutely. I completely agree. And then I also have Josh Jacobs as a floor play just because he is going to get that volume. You ask me every week about the Houston running backs. It's they're both stealing plays no matter what, but it's a Duke Johnson week for me.
Yeah, I put ceiling as a high. I didn't put Duke Johnson down. I have him on my dynasty team. He just sitting on the bench till further notice till
Yeah,
I need him. Yeah.
everyone else is a ceiling play. If you're not playing D Hop, Waller, Tyrell,
Oh
Watson is always a
yeah,
lock.
we not even mention Watson because we know what he's gonna do.
He,
And
he,
Oakland's one of the worst
playing
teams against quarterbacks. And you seen what Aaron Rodgers did last week.
exactly. You were starting Deshaun Watson, and then oh man, I'm getting
Yeah, it's an
tired
ugly
already.
game.
Just thinking about this game, man.
It's an ugly game.
This might
Ugly game.
this might be
Ugly
nine.
game.
This might be 9-6, bro. The Carolina Panthers at the San Francisco 49ers over under 42.5 -5.5 to San Fran. So I have locks. I have Christian McCaffrey, the San Fran running backs, and so all of the wide receivers are pretty much hurt for the
49ers.
for the
Hey,
49ers.
except
And
Sanders.
you know who's going to play a lot? Emmanuel Sanders. Emmanuel Sanders is a lock for me. Emmanuel Sanders is going to destroy this
He's
Carolina
so
defense.
far better than any
Anybody,
receiver on the
anybody.
49ers. It's ridiculous.
Garoppolo
It's
finally got a weapon.
that was a great trade by Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch. That was great. That was great. Because it does open up everything. Because now you have somebody on the outside, and when they can't stop the
Kittle
run
on the
and they
inside,
can't
yeah.
stop Kittle, like that's what they needed.
Icing on the cake right there,
Yeah,
baby.
exactly.
Yeah, I have Kittle as a floor play though, because I feel like this game is definitely going to be more run heavy, and I just feel like Sanders does have that big play potential. And Kittle's just going to be he's going to be blocking most of the time for me.
You know, somebody who has a floor as well. It's Christian McCaffrey. Yes, he's going to have the volume, and it's Carolina as McCaffrey or bust. But this 49ers defense, because the thing is, Carolina likes to get the ball to McCaffrey in space, but when the front four can get to the quarterback without help, the linebackers are going to be in position. Like,
Yeah,
it's going to take. Obviously he has the talent to do this, but it's going to take McCaffrey to be making crazy moves all day long. And he got to bust one for him to have the game.
yeah,
If he don't bust one, he's going to be just like Tampa Bay now. He had
exactly.
what,
Yeah.
like 20 yards rushing, 20 yards receiving, but he had touchdowns. So if you get that, that saves the day. But if you just assume he don't get the touchdowns, I don't think he's gonna have a big day.
San Fran is softer on the run for me than the pass, so I have to put him as a lock just because he could literally catch 10 balls for 60 yards.
He might catch 10 balls for 20 yards. That's still 10 points though.
Yeah. So 10 plus 6, and then rush for 40 yards. That's
Right,
20
right,
points
right,
right there. So like,
right. Yeah.
there's so many avenues for Christian McCaffrey to have a good game every week. He has to be a lock for me.
He better be. I got him in too many leagues, but
Yeah,
my expectations are pretty low. So if he exceeds them, I'm very happy.
yeah. And then the San Fran wide receivers are all ceilings besides Sanders, and then all the Carolina wide receivers, every single one of them
Steelers.
is a ceiling play for me. Allen is a ceiling play for me. I really
I
don't know
wouldn't even.
how I
I
feel.
wouldn't even. If you had to play Kyle Allen, he might not play nobody. I just.
Yeah, and then I have Jimmy G as a ceiling play as well. I feel like Sanders is going to have that big play, but
He
I
gonna be
mean,
so wide open. Jimmy G has to get better at football. Like he just have to be a better quarterback.
Jimmy G is going to have like 200 yards and like one touchdown and one interception.
Yeah, that's the Jimmy G game. But
Yeah,
it's gonna be at some point he's gonna have to win the game. We haven't seen it yet, and at some point
it
it's gonna
might
have
be
to
this
happen.
week. It
Right?
could definitely be this week
Yeah.
because this Carolina defense has definitely been playing good football.
And this is what you call a playoff game right here.
Absolutely.
Carolina 4-2 and San Francisco undefeated. So
Absolutely, and I got Greg Olson as a floor play because I feel like he's going to be the only one to be able to get over. All right, so the Cleveland Browns at the New England Patriots over under
blowout.
45.5 -12 to the Patriots. The Patriots, baby, we're gonna
Blowout.
yeah, absolutely. Literally, the first lock I put in was New England defense.
Oh yeah, that's New England defense is my only lock. That's my only lock because it could be so crazy because they're my best player in one of my leagues.
But I believe in garbage time, and
yeah.
And I also feel like OBJ is the kind of player that like he's still on that tier of being unguardable. So I actually have OBJ as a lock as well as Julian Edelman.
That is going to be just like last week, Ramsey versus Julio. And to be honest, Julio did win the matchup. It might not say it on the stat sheet, but obviously the offensive line couldn't hold up for Matt Ryan to throw the ball. But Julio won that matchup. Gilmore has been the
Phenomenal.
best. He has been the best corner in the last 2 years. So,
Absolutely.
and OBJ has a talent to be the best receiver in football. So that's honestly what because the game is going to be lopsided in my opinion. Because you got Landry coming out saying they're gonna win the game. Yeah, I'm not buying it. Um, because that's going to be like the match. Like the game gonna be so out of hand. I'm gonna be watching that game. I'm gonna be watching that matchup the whole time. How many times can OBJ beat Gilmore? How many times Gilmore can be successful? But I mean, I can understand what you're saying about the garbage points. And I put the Browns offense as a whole ceiling is because this Patriots defense hasn't given me no indication yet that they're going to give up on like anything. They haven't given like run. You can't run the ball. You can't throw the ball. You can't score. So it's kind of, and when you have no offensive line, they can get to the quarterback. It's going to be. It might be another massive game like they had against the Jets, and the Browns are more talented than the Jets. And you would think, okay, instead of Darnold trying to make these passes, Baker can do that, and instead of Robbie Anderson, you have Landry and OBJ. So those are the plus sides of it. But I just don't. I mean, I don't. I'm just so skeptical of Browns offense, and I haven't seen it yet. Because
I
if they can't get Chubb going, they don't win.
I understand where you are coming from. The way I'm looking at this is this game, like you said, I believe this is going to be a blowout game. Um, I just feel like the Browns may try to start trying to catch up at the end. Um,
Okay, yeah.
just because the Patriots defensive scheme, like we don't really rush the quarterback. So if Mayfield, like if we give Mayfield some time, he can definitely make plays to Landry, who I have as a floor play, and then OBJ as a ceiling play. Just not. This is going to be like this isn't going to be a good football game to watch, but I think it's going to be a good fantasy day, and I have like the
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
New England offense as like a floor play for that
Yeah,
reason.
and like what you're saying, like you don't rush the quarterback. I don't think you have to. That's how bad the Browns
Fair
are.
enough.
That's how
Fair
bad
enough.
the Browns can't get. They can't get Trent Williams to come. If Dan Snyder don't bite, the Browns probably will have a bad season because the way I look at it is if you can stop Chubb, that's it. Like the game over. Like
Yeah.
you're not gonna stop. And New England's too good against the run. So and that's why I know it's gonna be a blowout. So understanding the garbage time, putting that factor in, I can understand why you got what you got. Makes sense.
All right, and then we got the Sunday night game. The Green Bay Packers at the Kansas City Chiefs over under 48 minus 4 to Green Bay. So I said it last week. I was wrong because MVS had a big play. It was ridiculous. But yeah, I have Aaron Rodgers as a lock, Travis Kelsey as a lock because Matt Moore has to pass to somebody and he's not going to be able to throw it down the field to Tyreek Hill. But one of the Green Bay running backs is going to be the lead pass catcher on this team.
Yeah, and as a whole, they're a lot individually.
Absolutely, same.
Individually, probably floor. I think they both have like whoever's go off, the other one's probably going to still be solid. If you start them. This would have been a great game if Pat Mahomes was playing. But I don't think you can play after dislocating your knee. I just don't understand. Um,
Yeah, I've done that. It's not fun.
right. So and because of that factor, no Mahomes. Matt Moore, he has started a number of games, like maybe 30 starts so in his career, so he's not a stranger to anything. So that's why I'm not scared of I'm not scared to fade them like Kelsey and Hill. But because they can't stop the run, I mean because they can't run the ball, they can't stop the run either. But because they can't run the ball effectively, that's what's going to turn me off from the Kansas City offense as a whole. But I feel like if you got Tyreek Hill, you got Kelsey. I don't think you should be scared. Sammy Watkins is also back, so you have plenty of weapons around. And I've heard that they will get McCoy more involved. So if he can reach into his old bag, and put the team on the back like how he was in Buffalo, you know maybe the Chiefs can still put up a fight. I don't think they will, but they probably can. I mean, they defense looked pretty good last week against Broncos, but hey, it's the Broncos. This is Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be. They're definitely going to try to put up a fight. If the Chiefs want to win this game, they're going to have to keep it slow. And I have the Kansas City running backs unit as a whole as a floor play. For that reason. And then I have the whole Green Bay offense as a ceiling play. just because I don't know who he's going to pass to because I feel like both teams are going to try
Yeah, yeah.
to run the ball and utilize their running backs to full effect. MVS can definitely break off a big play, but it's hard to bank on that for me. Then I have the Kansas City wide receivers as ceiling plays too. You can definitely choose one who you like, and they definitely can do something. Um, it's just a game I'm probably going to fade though.
And we talk about no Devontae Adams, so that's he don't know who he's gonna pass to. He and last week he passed everybody, so I don't think he's gonna do that again.
And the week before
But
that,
the Kansas City
he passed to
defense,
Aaron Jones and then everybody.
right? So he's just gonna choose his poison, and you got to hope you picked you got the right one.
Yeah. All right, and then why why they got to do this to us on the Monday Night Football, man? Like Miami, the Dolphins and the Steelers
Like how
minus
the
14 over under 43 and a half. Even if Roethlisberger was playing, why would you put this game on Monday Night Football?
and that's the thing I'm talking about. Like what did I understand that everybody has to have a primetime game. I get it, makes sense. But let's put Dolphins versus the Jets or something. At least make it competitive. But
Yeah, it's
I,
halfway competitive.
I guess they thought maybe. Well, I guess if you think about it, Miami was not. They was 7-9 last year. So I guess going into the season. Well, when they made a schedule in March, they didn't think the Dolphins was going to go take mode. I guess I don't know, man. But either way, um, I mean Pittsburgh defense has been playing so great that I'm kind of scared to go anybody in Miami. The only guy I would go, Mark Walton has been playing pretty good, and if he can get going early, because game should be blowout, to get going early, he can get you 10 points. He's been solid. He's the best running back on the team. Drake about to get traded, so and Ballage sucked. So I went ahead and scooped on Walton in Dynasty.
Yeah, I agree with you that Walton is the best running back on this team. But I still have him as a ceiling play, man. Locks for me is the Pittsburgh Steelers running back unit as a whole. I definitely like James Conner a lot. If they decide to run more of that wildcat, you can definitely throw Jalen Samuels in there as well. So as a unit, they are a lock. This Pittsburgh defense has been really, really, really good at stopping the run, and that's the reason I do not like Mark Walton this week. So as another lock, I have Ryan Fitzpatrick. I don't care who he
Hey,
passes to. I have Ryan Fitzpatrick.
hey, that's not bad because I mean, Pittsburgh they've been pretty good. If the line can hold up, Fitzpatrick will do what he did last year again when he was on Tampa Bay, and I mean that game was crazy. That's
Yeah,
Vance McDonald put somebody on his butt, but we'll see. It's a game that probably I'm not going to watch. I don't have any stock in anybody on the team. I have Preston Williams in the league. I have Walton, but they're not playing. I do have Walton as a flex option this week in one of my leagues, but I just a dart throw, so
yeah.
we'll see.
I mean, I go every Monday. I go back and watch all the games back, of course.
So I'll watch
But
again.
yeah, exactly. Like
I'll
I'll
watch it.
eventually watch it. I ain't going to watch it for 3 hours.
Nah, nah.
I'm going to watch it for 40 minutes.
Condensed it down, speed up some
Yeah,
possessions.
yeah,
I don't want
literally.
to.
Yeah.
Oh man,
But
that'd be
I
so
do
bad.
think they're going to pass the ball a lot this game. Um, and I actually have Kenyon Drake as a floor play because he is the pass catching back for this team. Then I have the rest of the Miami offense as ceiling plays. I have all the Pittsburgh wide receivers as ceiling plays, but I feel like Pittsburgh's definitely going to play this slow, methodical game with their running backs. So they're going to definitely pass the ball too. So I have made, and they're going to do whatever they want to this Miami team. I have Mason Rudolph as a floor play, Juju as a floor play, catching them, catching those screen passes, catching those passes in the middle in the slot, and then I have Vance McDonald as well, probably as a floor play because Miami can't guard tight ends.
He can't guard nothing.
Duds of the week. All right, all right, all right. You you said you kind of like him this week. Derrick Henry's a dud, man. I can't do it. He's
I
gonna
understand.
have one of his games where he has all the volume, but he still like only has like 40 to 60 yards. It's just not for me. And then going off as having the whole Carolina wide receivers as ceiling plays, I have DJ Moore, who I usually have as a floor or a lock. He's been one of Kyle Allen's favorite targets, and I have DJ Moore as a dud, man. The San Fran defense is real with the pass rushing ability of that San Fran defense with Joey Bosa. It's not going down for those wide receivers.
Yeah. So I'm going your guy, Todd Gurley. I think he's going to be a dud. Like I said, I think, and it's not be. I just think it's going to be a
It's
Henderson game.
someone else. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's just somebody else's game. So I mean, I'm not gonna put no stock into Henderson being good, but I won't put any into Gurley either. So if
If
Gurley
you
goes crazy, you know,
if you believe that, you need to play it on DraftKings.
I mean, yeah, but
Absolutely.
you gotta. I think it's gonna be a split, and
But
I
no
don't know
one
who
is
gets the goal line work.
if
That's the thing.
if, if you believe this, no one is going to own Darrell Henderson.
That's fair. No, that's fair. No, I understand what you're saying. If I can go pay up on everybody else, and if he does dud, at least I I got other stars around him, so that makes sense.
All right.
Um, and another one, it's kind of hard to really go to say this, but it's probably going to be one of the Chiefs star. I just can't put my finger on which one is going to be. Tyreek Hill or Kelsey. I don't think Matt's more good enough to
Sammy Watkins is back this
right,
week too.
right, so and Sam is back. So it's like it's too many weapons, and I don't think Matt Moore, just like Flacco, can support two
Yeah.
good fantasy players. So
Yeah.
and if what you're saying is true about them going slow because they have to because Rogers going to eat them alive. Um, I probably would prefer. You got to get the ball in Tyreek Hill's hands. I don't think you cannot leave
Yeah.
him out.
Passing or anything like that.
Right.
Sweep route. You
So
have to get the ball in his
so
hands.
I'm low key talking myself out of this because I feel like he has to get the ball in Tyreek hand. And you mentioned it a lot, a couple shows back when I think when Danny Downs came in, you were saying like, tight ends are best, it's quarterback best friend. So I feel like they gotta go to Kelsey too. So but Green Bay is going to stop one, and that's the thing. And I would personally, I would double team Kelsey. That's my thing. He's I mean Tyreek Hill is probably the best weapon in the NFL, maybe, but Kelsey is more dangerous because he's a tight end. You don't get him off the line like that, and I feel like they need to do something to stop that. I'm gonna pick Kelsey. I'm gonna pick Kelsey as a dud. That's what I'm gonna go. It's hard to go either one, but I'm gonna go with Kelsey.
Fair enough. All right, so we got the DraftKings lineup of the week. Like every week, this is for the main slate, so no Sunday night, no Monday night. Starting it off, we got Matthew Stafford at quarterback. Man, like I said, he's one of my favorite quarterbacks. He's going to be a top 10 quarterback this week at $6,100 against this abysmal Giant secondary. I had to go Matt Stafford. And then another play I got is Marlon Mack against this Denver Broncos offense. I feel like he definitely is going to run 25 times this game. They're not going to pass the ball, especially against this Denver secondary. Um, yeah, and I believe in the Colts line. They have one of the best lines in the NFL. And then Todd Gurley, you think it's Darrell Henderson? I got to go with Todd Gurley, man. Against the Cincinnati Bengals defense, you can do anything you want, and they need to get Todd Gurley going, man. If they want to open up this offense like they were last year, they had to get Todd Gurley going. And then to pair with Matt Stafford, I do got Marvin Jones. This definitely could be a game where it could be pass heavy for Stafford, and he can support both Galladay and Jones. But I just like Marvin Jones this week because when teams have been shadowing, they do go back to Marvin Jones, even though it is Galladay. It's definitely 50-50, and Marvin Jones can definitely burn Janoris Jenkins. DeAndre Hopkins, my favorite wide receiver of the week. He's going to destroy this Oakland Raiders secondary, and they're going to be nothing to do to stop it. And without D.D. Westbrook may play, but if he's not there, either way, I like DJ Chark a lot this week. The Jets are going to focus in on stopping the run, and like Kev said last week, Minshew is passing the ball a lot, and one of his favorite weapons is Chark, who like was this close to getting into the end zone last week. And then for tight end, Hunter Henry, man. Hunter Henry has been a beast. If Keenan Allen isn't there, I don't know who else they're going to pass to. Mike Williams, maybe. Austin Eckler out the backfield, definitely a lock. Um, but yeah, I don't know, man. I like Hunter Henry a lot, especially with his price at 4,900. And then I had to go cheap, man, for these last two picks. I spent a lot of money on these other players. Without Emmanuel Sanders there, I do like Deshaun Hamilton. Um, for third, just not. I like Cortland Sutton a lot. I do have Hamilton as a ceiling play, but he's $3,300 as a wide receiver too. I feel like I have to go Hamilton at this point. And then as the defense is it's going to be a slow game for me. Um, the Bears are definitely going to try to run the ball, and the Chargers they really don't have much on offense. So I do have the Chargers defense against the Bears. If they're able to get the Trubisky, this is they can definitely score some points at a cheap price of only 2,300.
Hey, I mean, I like it. You know, I think Derrick Henderson gonna go off, but you know, neither here nor say.
We'll see.
Uh, the tier lineups actually are very, very interesting this week. I like the idea behind it. You know, but it's kind of hard to because also you know quarterbacks are the most like they get the ball every play. So
Yeah.
you should go more quarterbacks in this lineup, and I probably need to. I want to say I guess readdress my lineup as I go. But so to start off, like I said, it's going by division. So the AFC East, there's no Brady in his lineup. There's no Darnold. There's no Josh Allen because they know that's too easy. So they make you pick. And I'm going John Brown against the Eagles. I just like the matchup too much. I know I got the options for Le'Veon Bell. I have the options for Edelman and Michelle. But I feel like Patriots have too many guys, and you don't know which one to pick. You got to get lucky on that one. And Bell might be a lot. But John Brown is probably going to be the safest one. And if I can get him by himself, people go Bell or see the name of Michelle Edelman, they'll
When
probably
you
go there. Right when I go
when you
John
get that
Brown.
first place
Right,
prize.
right, exactly. So that's one reason why I'll go John Brown. Now the AFC North, I hate it all. But Austin talked me into it. I'm going OBJ for the garbage time buckets because I mean I'm scared of everybody. I'm scared of everybody else. I'm scared of Dalton and Boyd. Boyd may be a floor play, but you got guys like Erickson and Tate taking his shine sometimes. So I'm going OBJ and that one. The AFC South is another. This is a hard one as far as like you can go so many options. But you know I'm going either Gardner Minshew or I'm going Chart. Gardner Minshew has only had one game under 16 points. And everywhere else he's been safe, so he's always safe. And the Jets defense, you know, they can stop it. But if Westbrook plays, I will go Minshew. But if he doesn't, I do like this Colts versus Broncos, and I don't know which one to go to. So also, I might need your help to kind of maybe narrow me down between Chark, Minshew, Mac, even Jacoby Brissett. But those probably the four that I would go. So if you had to choose somebody, who would you go? Chark, Minshew,
Ooh,
Mac, or
ooh.
Jacoby? Because that's I mean it's hard. And then they even got even though you think he's gonna be a dud, Derrick Henry, and they got Ty in his well as well. So this is a hard one. This is a very hard one. AFC South.
I gotta
It's
go Marlon Mack or DJ Chark.
right. So yeah,
But even Minshew can outscore Chark. It's just not. It's not
right,
like it's not as easy. It's not as important to correlate when you're doing tier lineups. So
right, exactly.
it's who scores the most. Who scores the most? Minshew is the safe play, but
Right.
me personally, I might have to lean towards Mac.
Um, AFC West. This is a good one. I have Eckler, Waller, Sutton as my three guys who I want to choose from this list. But I'm going Eckler. I just think he's more of a lock. Chicago has proven they can't stop anything. If they get it right this week, then I'm obviously going to be a dud. But Eckler's passing game is just too much. They know how to use running backs while Nagy does not. So I'm going Eckler. The NFC North, Stafford. Carry on. I just think the Lions got two receivers who can go off. It could be a Marvin Jones day only or a Galladay game only. I think they're both going to split it, which means Stafford is to play. NFC East, I'm going Evan Ingram. I don't like Carson against Buffalo. Danny Downs can get garbage time buckets and Golden Tate is in the slot. But I told you I'm going to fade the Eagles and Buffalo Bills game. Evan Ingram against Detroit. I like that one. NFC South, another hard one when you have like Falcons, Bucks, and Saints, who are all elite as far as fantasy goes. But if you want to, if Drew Brees plays, Michael Thomas is the play. I'm not gonna be scared of Patrick Peterson. I'm not gonna be scared of him, especially when Thomas lines with everyone on the field. But if Teddy plays, I'm gonna maybe fade that, and I'm probably gonna go safe and go Austin Hooper. That's just a safe play when you got guys like
That's fair enough.
Julio, Godwin, and Evans. They can all bite me in the butt, but I mean, it's hard to go a Bucks receiver. You don't know which one's going to be open. And Tennessee Titans, like I said, did not give up. They haven't allowed over 20 points this game. So if they don't score touchdowns, I'm going to lose that one. So I'm going Austin Hooper. And NFC West, tier 8. another good one when you have Cup going against Cincinnati, you had the Seattle going against the Atlanta Falcons. Even Chase Edmonds versus New Orleans. It's kind of hard to go. I'm fading Kittle and Coleman against Carolina. Don't know how that game is going to play out. So I'm probably gonna take Lockett. Because it's the get right game. I'm gonna play that lineup every time if I can.
I agree.
I'm gonna go Lockett. So
Him or Cup,
it's gonna
I
be
guess.
yeah, him a couple. Yeah, it's gonna be a good. I've never seen the divisions as a tier thing. And like I said, they smart. They took out Russ, obviously, NFC West because they know everybody will go him. They took out Tom Brady, which I would have went Tom Brady against the Cleveland Browns, so I had no fear in. But they gave me Stafford, so and we both think he's going to be a top 10 quarterback. So there's no way I pass
Yep.
up on him. So
Can't do it.
it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a fun week, man.
I like how they've been doing the tiers lately, man.
Yeah, it's fun. It make it more fun.
Yeah, it makes it more fun than just trying to rank the best people because
It's hard to do that.
that was tough.
But this division was tough. I mean, it's like I said, especially some of these divisions who got great matchups. The NFC West, NFC South. That's just that's just hard. It is AFC South as well. So it's gonna be fun.
maybe in NBA they'll start breaking them up by games.
That'll be fun though. Like a West versus West this right, blah blah blah. Yeah. So that's it for us. Hunt for the prize. Week 8.
Week 8.
Hey, I'm trying to decide where I'm gonna put most of my money on quarterbacks. I think I'm going to be all in Jared Goff and Stafford. And Russell if I can afford them. So I'm definitely going to be looking at guys like you said, Hamilton, and even like me, I say Henderson as far as cheap value, so I can have these stars because somebody's going off and it's going to be crazy. And make sure you get somebody from that Seattle Atlanta game. And you get somebody from Oakland and Houston. Those are two games right there.
I'm surprised, man. I'm going to tell you right now, you cannot fade Russell Wilson. And if Drew Brees plays, he might be a play. The only other one I'm looking at is Deshaun Watson, but they're all pretty expensive. So
they all expensive. So you got to find the cheap options. You got to find the cheap defense.
It's such a deep position as quarterback. It's fine.
Exactly. So it's gonna be fun. So you'll send me your lines, I'll send you mine. Everybody else, good luck to y'all as well.
Good luck to y'all. Go play some NBA as well. And
double up. I'm about to do a lot now.
Yeah, it's time to make a career, baby. You know what I'm saying?
All right, man. All right, man. Tell you later.
It's been Hunt for the Prize Week 8. We out.
Yeah.